Hello there, welcome to Genessis Models. My name is Bobby Waldron and welcome to the first weekly news vlog. And this is something that last month in the show, we was talking about, how can I sort of improve the videos here at Genessis Models. And one of those things was to start doing a weekly news vlog rather than what we used to do, which was a sort of a monthly show, which we're sort of going to sort of drop and now do the weekly news vlog. Now, what this is all about is basically sort of, going sort of like a week by week, so as I can, show you guys lots and lots of little segments, which is what I want to put in here. I want to kind of make it a bit sort of punchy and to the point, right, where, we could talk a bit about what news is going on. I could talk about, what am I building, and where we are with the step-by-steps, and maybe sort of go over, what techniques and what stage and what we're doing in there to sort of give you a heads up of what is coming, as well as letting you guys maybe know we should be tackling this next week, and giving you a heads up of where we're going to be with the builds. Like for instance, here I'm doing some tracks on the Leopard, which you should probably maybe see in a couple of weeks time, because I'm a little bit ahead with it with these videos now, which is quite good, as well as sort of like bring in sort of new segments. Like I want to sort of have like a forum top pick as well. I want to sort of get you guys your work that you do on the forum and bring it to the foreground, bring it to the videos, so as we can sort of show off your final reveals, your build threads and stuff, and kind of get you guys sort of in the Genessis Models news vlogs as well, and promote the forum. We can also sort of be promoting the store as well, letting you know if we've had some new kits come in to the store, we can sort of show them off in this news vlog. So hopefully this whole weekly news vlog is really sort of going to bring together everything that's going on, and let you know what's going on, and show you this and show you that, and all these different aspects, and let you know what's coming as well. So hopefully you're going to enjoy that. I can't guarantee that it's going to be absolutely every single week, but most weeks it's definitely going to be when I'm going to have this new news vlog. It's also going to be I want it to be like a really sort of nice sort of schedule, in the sense that it will be every Friday at 7 o'clock UK time. Right, and we're going to do it as a premiere. We have these things on YouTube where you can premiere a video, so I could say upload this video on the Friday morning, and it will go out there to you all in all these notifications, because YouTube has like YouTube notifications, and lets you know when I launch a new video. It'll let you know I've launched it, and it will be there, but it won't start playing until Friday at 7 o'clock. And what this basically means is that it gets everybody ready to watch this news vlog at 7 o'clock on a Friday, as well as it does have like a comment section there, so as you sort of, in a way, you're kind of watching it live with everybody else, right? And you can comment with everybody else. I'm normally in the comment section with everyone else, and it's kind of a semi-live thing, and it kind of puts a date on thing and a time on thing to watch these weekly news vlogs. So we're going to be doing it like that as well. So hopefully you're going to enjoy that. Then we have, as I say, last month I was working a lot on the new website, which, sorry I didn't do a lot of new content last month. That was because we've got like over 1,000 videos worth of content that I've kind of produced over the past 10 years, which I needed to get over onto this new website. I didn't quite get it all done, just to let you know, because it ended up being a lot more work than sort of anticipated, because these website developers, they made things look really cool and really sort of snazzy, right? So it ended up being that each video required more work than anticipated. Just things like kind of going into Photoshop and making like a banner for each video, and then a standard picture to go next to the description, and then a picture to go in for the thumbnail for that video. And when you got over 1,000 videos, it's turned out to be a lot of work, but I have got the majority of all the good new stuff up there. What's left is basically old stuff, right? So just to sort of give you a heads up, there's lots of old stuff that I haven't done yet and I haven't put up, and it's things like, you know, a September 2012 show, right? You know, I haven't put something like that up yet because I need to sort of move things along. So those kind of things I'm not going to worry too much about. I've looked at things like analytics and looked at view counts, and those kind of videos, I mean, some of them, it's like, you know, there's only been like 6 people watch them in the space of 5 years, right? So it's not a big deal if these kind of old videos aren't up there when the new website goes live, you know. So all this old content, I'm sort of like going to now stick to just, you know, my weekends I'll go off and sort of try and throw up as many as I can, and they get put up whenever. They're all going to go up. It's just if a couple of months after the new website's launched, you know, I haven't got these videos up yet, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. And you know, it's kind of like a little bit of a compromise because I don't want to spend another month just solely putting up the old content onto the new website and neglecting all my sort of new video content for you guys. So to move things along, I'm going to sort of relax on what's left to go up on the new website and do that as and when, and because it's old stuff, I don't think it's going to be a big deal, right? So that means, you know, we're going to be starting sort of you know, doing all our new content, as well as I've really taken on board what you guys said last month with, you know, letting me know how you would like to see the videos move forward and how to improve them, i.e. this new weekly news vlog that we're doing, but also with everything else. So now I can move forward with that, and I have been doing that this week. I've been I think it was like halfway through this week, I've been sort of doing this stuff, getting ready for next week where this whole new sort of system kind of starts, and hopefully you're going to like it. For instance, things like step by steps. Now you guys asked that we increase the time of each episode, so we have done that now. So each episode is going to be longer, and I'm just getting ready for that for next week, so hopefully you're gonna like that. Anyway, I'm kind of just blabbering on here. I think I've kind of covered everything and let you guys know sort of like, you know, we're having these new news vlogs and how the new website's coming along, and all this new content that's coming and stuff. Hopefully I've sort of covered everything. So much sort of going on, you know, sorry if I've kind of missed something. But next up on my little schedule here is the competitions, right? Last month's competition, we did the sort of usual, you know, £40 for if you win the competition, £40 from any one kit in the Genessis model store. If you're a paying subscribing member, you get up to £75 in the Genessis model store of any one kit. And our winner, after doing the usual random number generation program, was Steve Chesson. Sorry, I don't know if I pronounced that right, but Steve Chesson, you are our winner. Just give me an email, let me know what kit you would like from the store, and I'll get that shipped out to you free of charge. Just let me know what your mailing address is so I can ship it out to you. Which then brings us to our new competition. Again, I want to sort of mix things up a little bit, so we're going to actually go back to the system where we sort of had a kit for you guys to win. So first kit, right, is going to be this beauty just here. This is Tamiya's 148 scale A10A Thunderbolt, right? Really sort of nice kit, 148 scale. Love this aircraft, wouldn't mind really sort of doing one. Now, as always, to be in it to win it, all you got to do is go to Genessis Models website, and in the forum section there'll be April 2021's competition. Post in there something, anything. It could be just count me in or something to that effect. You could leave comments, you could leave feedback, absolutely anything. It just gets you entered in. Now, if you're just a member, this is what you will win. But if you are a paying subscribing member, we will throw in a bonus prize of Tamiya's 148 scale Royal Navy Sea Harrier. Right, so just for winning, you get the Thunderbolt. If you're a paying subscribing member, you also get the bonus prize of the Sea Harrier. So hopefully you're going to like that new system. It kind of, you know, gives out a bit more prizes, and it also sort of, you know, rewards you guys who basically pay a monthly subscription and help keep the lights on and keep Genessis models moving along. So I'll announce that it will be the first news vlog of every month. I will be announcing the winner, as well as what will be the new competition. Now let's take a look at the top picks on the Genessis Models forum. So welcome to the forum, and first up for our top picks this week we have Remy. Now Remy went off and did he called it the Farmyard. It's a 1/35 scale mini arts Gans tractor. Now he started this nice final reveal off. I do like how, like, when people do sort of, you know, tell you a little bit about the kit and sort of you know, like for instance where he got like the cartwheels, the pigeons and the livestock from. Really sort of cool, and cool when people sort of like let you know what colours were used as well as a link has been put into where the build thread is, which I do recommend you go off and check out, because if we take a look at these pictures here, it shows off this really nice diorama that's been done. We've got a really cool tractor that has been built to a really high professional standard, and as we sort of scroll down here, we'll see that, you know, he has done a really solid, nice diorama. You check out the build thread, you know these wall sections just here were all built by himself. You know, we've got all these kind of like bushes and all sorts of kind of like grass and greenery, as well as the livestock. As you can see, we've got like chickens around here and pigeons, and you could just see how like the nice weathering techniques that we use on the tractor really sort of sets out to be a nice professional model, as well as doubling up as a really cool diorama, which makes it one of my top picks for this week. As you can see, really nice. So well done to you, Remy, for doing that and sharing that with us. Really appreciate it. Just as a second one, we have VDBO76. He's won quite a few of our group builds, and he has started this beauty here, the Spitfire Mark 1A Provipoc edition by Edard. This is a brand spanking new tool, really cool build. We did do an advanced inbox review of this, and it really did build quite nicely, apart from a little mistake in the instructions, but did build nicely. And he's gone off and got this absolutely gorgeous this resin engine set, nice bit of photo etching there, should look absolutely amazing. I remember seeing one, I think it was the Mark 9, and they are really amazing engines, so it'd be really nice to see how this one turns out, especially in the hands of our VDBO76. And here's all the pieces for the engine, and he's just gone off and just sort of shown you a nice couple of pictures, which is really nice when people start a build thread, just showing you like what's in the kit. Right, so this hasn't started yet, so we'll be looking forward to seeing how that one comes along, and I know VDBO76 will be doing a really good model of this, so I'll be watching this one. Hopefully we'll show it a bit later on when it's done. So there's our top picks on the Genessis Models forum. Hopefully you're going to like that little segment coming in to our news vlogs. It's sort of, hopefully you guys are going to like seeing your work up there. Check that out for next week. Now, a new thing I want to be doing as well. I've kind of got the idea, you know, now that we've got a store, how about we try out a sort of QVC style thing, right? What I mean by this, if you've ever saw QVC, it's sort of like this shopping channel, right? And that was on TV. It was quite big in the 90s, I think it was, and it's all about what I'm kind of thinking is, because we're doing this news vlog and it's going to be a premiere, and it's going to be every Friday at 7 o'clock, right? And because it's sort of live, right, because, you know, everybody's coming together at that particular time, and people can comment in the comment, there's like a nice little chat box next to the premiere video, that what if, right, we went off and I showed you a kit, you know, any sort of kit, and I went off and I did the biggest sort of promotion I could do for that kit, made it as cheap as I possibly could, literally to the point where I'm not making any money at all from selling that kit, right? And then I put a code maybe sort of in that news vlog when it's premiered, and that code would only work for say an hour, right? So you watch the premiere, right, you'll see what kit I'm sort of putting up, promoting, making it as cheap as possible, and then I put a code in, and that code only lasts for 1 hour, right? And you might never see that kit be promoted ever again, right? And maybe we did that once a month, or maybe we did it a fortnight or weekly, depending how popular it gets, right? So I think it'd be quite cool to sort of promote the store, let you sort of give back to you guys as well by sort of making a kit mega cheap. I mean, we're probably talking like 30-35% off the RRP, like really cheap. Wouldn't get it anywhere cheaper anywhere else, but it's only going to be, you know, while that premiere is going on for like an hour. The premiere goes up 7 o'clock. You've got an hour to use that code to get that kit. Once the hour's up, the code disappears, and, you know, or say we, you know, you kind of buy us all out and, you know, we're out of stock and stocks have gone. So hopefully you kind of like the idea of that. I'm going to pilot it for next week, so I'm going to get a nice kit or two, or maybe products, consumables, paints, you know, whatever. I'm going to get maybe 2 or 3 products to promote and make really cheap, where I don't make any money. It's sort of like a give back to you guys, and I'll pilot that next week and see how you guys get along with it. Hopefully it doesn't sound too complicated, but basically, you know, when the premiere comes on next week at 7 o'clock, I'm going to show some stuff. It's going to be mega cheap. You've got an hour to use that code and get that whatever it is, and once it's gone, it's gone. Once the hour's up, it's gone, and that's it. So hopefully you're going to like that idea. We'll pilot that out next week. So with the store as well, you know, things are taking a little bit longer with the store, so I thought, you know what, I'll get a couple of new sort of kits in stock, as well as I needed to stock up a few things. You guys love Tamiya paint, so I did go off and restock them. But a couple of new kits that we have in here, I did go off and get in for you to buy in the Genessis model store, is Tamiya's nice F16C here by Lockheed Martin. It's by Tamiya, 1/48 scale. It's available in the Genessis model store for £44.09. Interestingly enough, this is exactly the same kit I use for the step-by-step of doing the F16 as well. So it is a nice kit, and there is a step-by-step you can follow for this kit as well. Also, you know, we've got a brand new tool in from Edard. Right, this one is in the store for £27.45. We have the Spitfire Mark IIA, and this is the Provi Pack edition. You know, we've seen all the, you know, they did the Spitfire story, they did the Spitfire Tally Ho, which was like special sort of promotion limited edition kits. This is finally going to be their Mark II Provi Pack edition. They'll probably rebox the hell out of it, like they reboxed the hell out of everything else. We've got a nice sort of, what we've got here, we've got about 7 nice markings on here. We've got you know, the 2 different camo patterns as well, which, you know, I got a thing for like the brown and green camo patterns, but that's just me. So yeah, nice kit. You know, it does build really nice. We also got in this one, which is the Camp Stritz, or I just can't pronounce that, but yeah, it's this one. You know, it's 1/48 scale by Edard. I do believe it's a rebox of somebody else's kit, some old manufacturer. But you know, it just looked like a really nice kit, and you do get a ton of markings as always with Edard. It does look like a cool kit. It is limited edition, so it will be discontinued at some point in the future, and that's also in Genessis model store for £44.09. So there's just a couple of kits I got in. Do hope to sort of start kind of moving that along and getting more and more kits in as we go along. Now we're going to come to our segment, the Q&A. You know, because we did used to do Q&A as a sort of a once a month thing, its own dedicated video, but now we've got these new weekly news vlogs. You know, we can just add a little segment here, so you know, I can answer like 1 or 2 questions sort of each week, and you know, kind of do it that way instead. First off, we have a question from AP. That's his name. Is it was a YouTube comment, and basically is asking what is the difference between Revell and Airfix, sort of like an Airfix versus Revell kind of question. Now, a better way of probably answering it is, there is a video I did which was the kit manufacturer's review buying guide tutorial. You might want to go check out that video. It's on the Genessis Models website, and it will sort of, I'll really sort of go into a lot more detail about all the manufacturers. But as a quick one, you know, Revell and Airfix, really, they are quite similar. It's kind of hard to say which one is better, you know. I know we've all got our opinion on it, but you know, they are, shall we say, they're not the best. Both of them aren't the best, right? But they're both not really expensive either. You know, they do, shall we say, nice, good, okay sort of builds, nice kits. They sometimes, you know, there's gonna be like a little fit issue here and there, a gap here and there. Maybe the surface detail isn't the best. I mean, for example, Airfix, they do seem to have this thing where they hardly put any rivets in there. They have nice crisp recessed panel lines, but they're normally out of scale and a bit oversized. Revell, on the other hand, you know, they seem to put more detail with their surface detail, recessed panel lines, recessed rivets. But Revell, you know, it's not so, shall I say, as crisp. You can have these sort of flat points where the detail can be a little bit sort of, it kind of goes, it kind of fades a bit, and then you have to sort of maybe slightly rescribe it a little bit just to kind of give those recessed panel lines and rivets a bit of depth to take a wash, right? So, you know, they've got their ups and downs, but their prices are, shall we say, a nice price. You know, I mean, I know Revell, they do a really nice Tornado 148 scale, and they are reasonably priced. I mean, you could pay like £30 ish. I can't remember exactly the price, but for a, you know, a Tornado 148 scale for about £30, I mean, you cannot grumble at that. At the same time, you got Airfix. Airfix, they tend to go off and do a lot of things like sort of rare aircraft, like Cold War aircraft, like they've done the Buccaneer, they've done things like the English Electronic Lightning, they're about to release the Vulcan, right? And because Airfix is like a UK based company, and you know, they're tackling these sort of rare sort of RAF sort of aircraft that no one else, no other manufacturer seems to be doing, so they do kind of have that market area of, you know, you sort of, you know, Royal Air Force, Cold War fans, you know, they're going to be doing kits that no one else has done. I mean, in some ways, you've kind of got no other choice but to go with Airfix with some of the stuff they do, because they do tackle these rare sort of subjects. I mean, really, I'd say they're kind of equal, and they've kind of got their ups and downs. You know, they are sort of on the same level. It is a bit of a personal sort of opinion in some cases, but I do like how Airfix does tackle things like Buccaneers, Vulcans, and English Electronic Lightnings, and all those kind of cool stuff. But then Revell, they do some cool stuff as well. You know, I mean, they've just done that Tornado 130. No, that was the Talier. Sorry, forget that. You know, Revell, I do like their Tornado 148 scale. You know, it is, and it's just so cheap. As well as lots of other things. They do the Eurofighter as well, 148 scale. That's a really nice kit, and it's really sort of, you know, not going to break the bank. But as I say, they are basically the same. You know, so hopefully that answers your question. If you want to get any sort of questions in to get into this news vlog, you know, as always, you can PM on YouTube. You know, in the forums, a good place. You know, my email address is everywhere, my phone number's everywhere. You can text me, PM me, whatever, and I'll get your questions done in the news vlog. So now, what builds am I doing, all our step-by-steps that are going on and everything? Well, just to kind of give you a bit of a heads up, our Leopard 2, right, we have, I do believe in the videos you are up to the point where we've got it all nicely sprayed up, But if we just take a little look here, bring you in maybe a little bit closer, we have finally done all the deckling. The deckling's all done, but we've also moved along and we've done things like filters, right? I think the first episode next week you will be seeing things like the deckling being done, and I think we might sort of be going into putting things like filters down, which is quite a sort of an interesting sort of subject, because I know some people don't like that. Some people don't think that it kind of comes out enough, that it doesn't seem to do anything, right? And this is the thing about weathering, which is what we sort of discussed in this step by step, is how it's not about a single technique. It's not about going off and doing a filter and it's going to completely and utterly transform and make the model look absolutely amazing. Weathering is about lots of techniques, as subtle or as intense as they are, all coming together to make a whole, and that's what it's all about. So we'll be tackling that next week, which is like deckling, starting the filters, but I have already moved along with things like doing the washes, fading techniques, right? I've already started doing our tracks, which I've kind of put the base down here, just kind of like a nice rusty sort of looking base. I know it's kind of a bit bright in your face, but we're going to sort of knock it back and make it look sort of dirtier, but that's like a couple of weeks ahead. Then we have the Tempest, which is done. You've seen the last episode already. It's already been launched, which means we get to start a whole new step by step, which will be next week. Fingers crossed. I say fingers crossed because I did want to do a particular kit, and I did want to order in like a load of resin and photo etch and really sort of get into to do a intermediate style step by step, where we kind of like intermediate and above, because we're going to really sort of tackle a load of photo etch, a load of resin, and I'm just hoping that it's going to get here for next week soon, and here quick enough so as I can then open it up, start building, start filming, get it edited, so you can have the first episode next week. So fingers crossed it'll be here and I'll be able to get that up. I know some of you guys sort of think you know what it's going to be, but trust me, you don't know what it's going to be. It's a cool one. I think it's one I should have done years and years ago. It's one that I've built many times, but I've never done a step by step, so I'm hoping you're gonna like that. Victory, as I say, because there's been so much going on, Victory it's just up there. It was put on hold a bit, but I am hoping to sort of really sort of dive into that also. We also have, I'm not sure how I'm going to go about it, but we have this little boy just here. This is one of our crew members for our Leopard 2, and it's a nice sort of figure. I might sort of include it in the Leopard step by step, or I might kind of do it as its sort of standalone little basic step by step of painting up a figure. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see how that sort of comes along, and that's basically all the step by steps that are going on. Hopefully looking forward to them. We'll be getting them out next week, and I'll let you know a little bit more, but sadly we've come to the end of the news vlog. Sorry, it's probably a long one, but there's so many things sort of changing right now. I've kind of got to get all these new things out there and let you know how things are going, but it should hopefully be a little bit more boom with the news vlogs after that. So as always, hopefully you have enjoyed this first news vlog here at Genessis Models. Hope to see you in the next one and to enjoy all the things that are coming. So as always, until next time, my name's Bobby Waldron, this is Genessis Models, and I'll catch you later.